Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's
Morning.
April 5th. It's April 5th, 2025. Oh, this one's a little morbid, but we'll tell it anyway. Two hunters are deep in the woods when suddenly one of them collapses. His friend panics, checks his pulse, and realizes his buddy isn't breathing. Terrified, he grabs his phone and dials 911. Help, my friend has just dropped dead. What can I do? The operator, keep calm. First, let's make sure he's actually dead. There was a brief silence, followed by a loud boom of a gunshot. The hunter said back, okay, now what?
Oh, no. Oh, oh.
That was a little morbid.
Very morbid.
Oh.
By the way, it is Hunter Day, so I got a bunch of hunter stuff. Last time we talked about focus. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to give you a tip on focus, and then we'll have a little quiz on using focus. Okay, as a kind of a review. So let me move this over and can we all switch over?
Yes.
Okay, good. How to delete a focus on your iPhone. This one's a pretty simple one, I think. First of all, how do we get to focus? If you put your finger up here in the right hand corner of your phone, let me get my, there we go. I put my finger up here in the right hand corner and pull down, I get what's called the control center. Now, you could be on a different page of the control center. You could be on this page of the control center or this page. Whoops, I tapped a little heart over here or tapped a little. You may have multiple dots depending on how many items you have in your control center. And what you're looking for is the one that says the little moon on it and do not disturb. So if I click on that, it comes up and gives me the items I'm going to turn off. I don't want to silence. Okay. Boop. And I'm going to get rid of the one for dinner. So how do I do that? All right. So I want to get rid of the one for dinner. To do that, I have to go to settings. And then in the settings menu, in the first groupings, before all the apps, there's one called focus there. I think that's what's grouping down. The third group down, there's one called focus. If you click on that, you'll see the various apps. And I want to get rid of the dinner one. So I'm going to open the dinner one and I'm going to scroll down. And right there it says delete focus. So I'm just going to click delete focus. Come on. And now that one is gone. So if I go back and go to my focuses on the notification center, there's no Well, what one did I get rid of?
You're supposed to get rid of dinner, but you
Yeah.
didn't.
What did I get rid of?
Driving, I think it was.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. All right. Let's go to, here are 10 multiple choice questions about using focus function on your phone. Everybody have their pencil and paper? And bring your brains along too. What's the primary purpose of focus feature on your iPhone? To increase your battery life, to control which notifications and calls you receive, to block all internet actions, to delete unnecessary apps. How do you access the focus settings on your iPhone? Gee, I wonder how we do that. Go to settings and then focus. Swipe down from the top right and tap the battery icon. Open the iPhone app and dial. Oh, that's an interesting one. Asterisk, pound sign, focus, pound sign. Go to settings and select display and brightness. Which of the following is not a default focus mode on an iPhone? This is a default one. A, work, B, sleep, C, drive, and D, party. When using focus mode, how can you allow notifications from specific people or apps? There is no way to allow notifications. A, there is no way to allow notifications while in focus mode. B, in focus settings, you can add specific people, apps, to allow notification list. You need to turn off focus to receive notifications. And D, you must disable do not disturb. What happens when you enable share access device across devices in focus? Your focus setting is synced across all Apple devices signed into the same iCloud account. That was A. B is your focus settings will be shared with your contacts. C, your iPhone will lock itself when focus is turned on. And D, your notifications will automatically be deleted. I've got to get the right screen here. Hold on. What is focus status used for? A, to let people know you're using focus mode when they message you. B, to track how often you use focus mode. C, to share your location while in focus mode. And D, to turn off focus mode automatically. Number 7, how can you quickly turn on focus mode? Go to the control center and tap focus icon. Restart your iPhone. C, hold down the volume button. And D, go to the App Store and download the focus mode. Number 8, which feature allows a focus mode to activate automatically based on time, location, and app usage? A, auto DNA. That's a cool one. B, smart activation. D, notification sync. And D, sleep timer. Number 9, what is the difference between focus mode and do not disturb?
Oh,
A, focus mode offers customizable options for different situation, while do not disturb only blocks notifications. B, there is no difference. They are the same thing. C, do not disturb lets all notifications through, while focus mode blocks everything. And D, focus mode only works at night. Okay. And the last question. If you set up a work focus, what can you customize? A, allow notifications from specific contacts and apps. B, home screen pages to show only relevant apps. And C, lock screen appearance. And D, all of the above. Okay? So let's see what we got. What's the primary purpose of focus feature on your iPhone? To control which notifications and calls you receive. That would be B. Number 2, how do you access the focus settings on your iPhone? A, go to settings and focus, which is what we did start a class there. Which of the following is not a default focus mode on an iPhone? Which one do you think? It's party. When using focus mode, how can you allow notifications from specific people and apps? B, in focus settings, you can add specific people and apps to allow them to come through, or so you'll get notifications from those people or apps. What happens when you enable share access across devices? A, your focus settings will sync across your Apple devices, signed in to the same iCloud account. Number 6, what is focus status? It lets people know you are using focus mode when they send you a message. That would be A. How can you quickly turn on focus mode? Again, A, go to Control Center and tap focus icon. Number 8, which feature allows focus mode to activate automatically based on time, location, or app usage? Smart notification or smart activation. Number 9, what is the difference between focus mode and do not disturb? A, focus mode offers customizable options for different situations, while do not disturb only blocks notifications. And that's a good one to know. Okay. If you set up a work focus, what can you customize? You can customize all of the above. And Tim, you have a question?
are you done?
I am done.
This is going to sound naive, but I still do not understand how to turn on do not disturb.
I think you can ask Siri to do it. It's one. Another is if you go to the control center and you tap focus, one of the items there is do not disturb.
Control center. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, AirDrop. No, it's not.
You don't have that focus icon there? This one?
No, I don't have that on my
Control center?
control center. My control center has nothing but Wi-Fi, AirDrop, and Bluetooth. Nothing else.
Do you have little dots over here on the right?
No. This is what I've got.
Wow.
Nothing
care of
else.
You took care of your control center.
WTF.
If you go to settings and control center
Hold on. Settings.
and control
Settings. Okay, let me exit this, exit this, exit this, exit this, exit this,
what are you exiting?
exit
Really?
this.
You
Settings.
don't, you don't have to exit anything. Just go to settings and control center.
I was buried 16 levels deep in settings.
Wait a minute. I may have led you to the wrong place. I did.
Customize control center.
No, we don't want to do that. Go back to the control center. In other words, go back to the home screen and open control center.
Okay.
And then press hard press a blank area of the screen. And it says add a control there at the bottom. So I'm going to delete my. Oh. And I'm going to delete my focus. And now I'm going to add a control. And hopefully I can find focus on that list somewhere. Oh, I can go up here to the top and just type in focus. And there it is. And I just tap it, and now I've got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was dark gray on a black background, so I couldn't find it.
Okay. That was a good little review. How to get the focus, folks.
Excuse me, Bill.
Yes, please.
Can you go over smart activation, please?
For focus, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. Oh,
Didn't know about that one.
Yay. Thank you.
we're gonna add a focus, right? And I want to add one for driving since I don't know which one I deleted, but we'll add it for driving, right? It says customize focus. And right there, first of all, I can determine what people I will allow to get through if I have driver focus on. Okay. It's not going to be smart activation there. Okay, that's driving. So I just added that one. I'm going to add another one. And I'm going to customize it. And there's the name. I'm going to say special. Tap next. You see where I am right now. You see where it says schedule it to turn on automatically or turn it on from the control center. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where I would go to activate it. I'm going to customize focus. Scroll down here to where it says smart activation. If I turn it on, whoa, automatically turn on Special focus on a relevant times throughout the day. Where do I set the times? There it is. Add a schedule. Okay. So there I can say, for example, I want it to turn it on between 12 and 2:30, or when I get home, or when I arrive at work, or when I open books. That's a cool one. When I open books, turn on smart activation. Does that answer your question, Diane?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other questions?
Bill,
Go ahead, please.
that on it's not on focus, but on your phone, that little round circle down on the lower right hand corner, right above bring there. How do you get rid of that? You're moving one around now. How do you get rid of those crazy things?
On that little dot there, I'll show you. I need that little dot to have my mouse. That's why it's there. My
Yeah,
mouse
I
is
know,
okay.
but
So
for
you
me,
don't-
it gets in the way.
I got you. Well, you can move it out of the way. But if you don't want it, you go to settings. Well, I'm going to have to stretch my mind here. I think it's settings, accessibility. Let's see. And you see where it says assistive touch? No, it's not. I don't think it's that one. No, there it is. I turn off assistive touch. So I'm going to do that. And you see the dot went away?
Yes,
Okay. The purpose of that little dot, by the way, is a shortcut to a lot of different stuff. And you'll see on the screen I have here, single tap takes me home, double tap takes a screenshot, long press opens the menu. So when that little dot's on the screen, if I long press it, I get this big menu of stuff that I can do. For example, so it's just a shortcut to do some things. But if you don't want it, as I said, I have to have it for the mouse. Else I wouldn't have it on there because it is a little distracting and it does get in the way. Any other questions?
How did you turn on long press? Because mine is off and I can't turn it on.
Do you have the little dot?
Yes.
Wow. And you went to settings? You went to settings, assistive
Yep.
touch. I'm sorry, accessibility, assistive
Yep.
touch.
Yep.
And you see where it says long press on mine?
Yeah. Mine says none.
Well, then tap the little arrow and pick one. So you can control what that long press will do.
Oh. Okay. I thought long press would give me this long list of menus. So I only get one.
Well, this gives you, no, that opens the menu. Okay. And that's the menu that shows up. I don't know if that menu's, yeah, there it is. So if you have it giving you a menu, it says customize top level menu, and you can, Don't know if you can move things around there or not. I haven't tried to play with it. Oh, there we go. There we go. And here where you can program it to what you want. So you see what I did? I turned it on so it was open menu, and then I can customize that menu up here by tapping the arrow and going through and say, I want to customize this one, and I want to make it pinch, right. Take a screenshot, okay?
Thank you.
Yep. I'm sure that's more than everybody wanted to know about that little assistive touch.
I use it all the time.
All right. And how, what situations? Sharon?
Mostly screenshots because wherever I am doing something and
Yep.
when I look at Facebook and I see all those good recipes, I do screenshots all the time.
So you bring this up and tap screenshot up here in the corner. Is that what you do?
Well, I
Oh,
press that button.
it works. I just did it.
Yes.
Well, this is Joan. I never can get to the control center easily with the swipe. So I just set up a double tap for the control center and it comes right up.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
So there are multiple. It's interesting how much, how people have used, have found uses. And that's why I asked the question. Kathleen, did you have a question?
Yes, what is a private tab?
Are you in Safari?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'll spend a minute and go there. There is a mode in Safari, okay, where you can say, hey, website, don't collect my data. That's called a privacy tab. And the way you get to that, this is Safari I have up now. Let's go to Google. So I'm on Google right now, and we see down here, we see the little squares, one over the other. If I press and hold that, let me do it again. If I press and hold that, it comes up and says, I want to close tabs. I'm going to close them all. So it takes me back to my favorite screen. But if I tap that and hold it, it's a new privacy tab. And the top search bar turns dark and it says private browsing. Safari is designed with privacy in mind by preventing tracking by default. Oops, don't let me go back there again.
So private tabs are browsings that are tabs that you set up to be private, or you take something and then I'm not quite sure what a
Okay,
private
hold
tab,
on.
basically what a private tab is.
This
So,
is what it
Kathleen,
is.
that's privacy on the web where you can search the web and no one knows who you are.
Okay.
And they're not tracking what you're doing.
And you set this up individually with wherever you go, whether you go to Google or YouTube or whatever?
This is in Safari now, but
Yes.
you're saying if I go to a particular website,
Mm-hmm.
go to it in this mode.
Ah, okay.
So now I can go up here and go to Google. And the way you can tell you're in privacy mode is the search bar up here at the top is black.
Ah, okay. Can I ask another question? It's a Google question.
Sure.
What does archive mean, and how do you get rid of the things in archive, or what does archive do?
It says where you've gone, but I have not found a way to do that. Dave, do you know that one? Are you with me?
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, me either. And I haven't found a way to go look at archive.
Okay, okay. Glad
That would be a good question. Let me write that down. Let me do some research on it. And we can all do a little research on it.
I don't think it's a
Just do a I'll bet Peter will do a perplexity AI search on that one. Anyway, well, let's give you an example of how that works, because I think we're going to talk about AI either next week or the week after that. But if I bring up, let me go over here and bring up Safari on my iPad. And I think, oh, wait a minute. I have Perplexity. I have a Perplexity app. Nope, I have Chat GPT. I'm going to bring up Chat GPT and just ask Chat GPT, what does Google I just asked what it did. It allows you to download a copy of your data from various Google services, mail, da 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 da. Oh, here we go. Archive. It removes it from your inbox, but does not delete it. The email is still available in all mail and shows up in the search results.
So was the question about what archive is in Gmail?
Yeah, I
yes,
said Google. I in Google. I bet the question I would be asking is, can I delete my Google archive?
and also, how do you get there?
It said how to get there.
Oh, it does
You
say
have to
that?
go to G.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, all mail. All right, thanks.
yeah. Yes, you can delete your Google archive, but it depends on what you mean by archive. I archived the email. You go to all mail, find the mail you want to delete, and hit the trash can. So I assume you go to gmail.com, enter your ID and password, and check archive at all mail. Okay?
Yeah, I was hoping you would find an option where it says, here are the ones that are archived. And then
Yeah, I
I can
was
choose amongst
too.
those. But
in terms of Gmail,
Go ahead.
if you hit delete, it's by default, Gmail has it set up that it goes into archive and not really fully deleted. You
I
have to
understand.
go to Gmail settings to change it from archive to delete.
Hey Siri,
Yep.
set up an alarm for 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm. I've turned on your 4 p.m. alarm.
Who's that, man? Okay. There's a way to do that if you want to stop your mail from going to archive and you're using the Apple Mail app. Let me go to the Apple Mail app here. Oh, over here. I have to go to settings to do this, I believe. So if I go to settings and I scroll down, I got to find the Mail app now. And if I want to get to the Mail app, sometimes it's very difficult because the Mail app is one of the apps you have. It's not in the list of settings that you have above. So you have to tap apps and scroll clear through, alphabetize. If you tap search at the top and just type in mail, it will get you there. So I'm going to the Apple Mail app in settings. And I tap. Now, this is going to take some work, everybody. Let me I'm going to mute everyone and then unmute yourself if you want to speak. Okay? Oh, I've got myself. Here we go. Okay. If you look at my iPad there, it says mail accounts. If I tap mail accounts, it shows you all the mail accounts I have. And I'm specifically concerned about Google archiving all my mail. So I hit the little arrow beside my Google account. I'll pick another one here. And then I click account settings. And then I click advanced. And you see what it says there? It says move discarded mail into, and by default, Google does it to archive. Sometime a while ago, I went in and changed it to delete mailbox. Okay?
But you're just stuck with all of the stuff you've already done in, for instance, my 17,000 emails that went into archive.
You have it in archive, so you're going to have to delete them.
Okay, all right, thank you.
And after you do this, they're going to be in your trash instead of archive. Okay?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right.
Can you just go back 1 second, please? I missed that deleted mailbox.
Oh no. Let me come back. Sure. Okay. And the way I got here was I went to my settings. I tapped the mail app in settings. I tapped mail accounts. Let me pick a different one, see if I've cleaned that one up. Now, this is only on Google accounts, right? I'll go to this one. So once you pick a mailbox or a mail address, and there's my WT William T. Crow 11 at gmail.com. And I'm getting mail from it up there at the top, but I want to go to account settings. And once I get to account settings, it gives me some information, but it says advanced. I tap advanced. And then I just want to make it delete mailbox, deleted mailbox versus archive. And
Bill, I don't have that option. All
no,
I have
Is this a Gmail account you're talking about? I lost you.
I'm in account settings, advanced,
I don't
and
know. Is it a Gmail account?
yes, it is.
Okay, you should have these options. And you're looking at it with the mail account from Apple.
Oh, it just came up. I don't know why it didn't come up before.
It's time for a new iPad. It's kind of
It's a
going.
new iPad.
Okay.
So, Bill, while we're here, can I ask you something else regarding what doesn't work with it doesn't appear with the Gmail account in the iPhone mail? Because what I'm looking for is when I'm viewing a message, I want a delete button right there. So I don't have to go to folders and find deleted and then delete it that way.
Okay.
Does my question make
You
sense?
want it
On
to
the
delete, or go to trash?
go to trash.
Okay. So right now, the way I'm set up with this account is it's going to go to the deleted mailbox and the deleted down. Wait a minute. Let me get the pointer here. It's going to go to the deleted mailbox, and the deleted mailbox is trash.
Okay.
All right. So you're looking at an email and you can't get rid of it quickly?
Right.
What's the garbage can up here?
Mine doesn't have that.
It
Mine just
doesn't?
has the four things that you have to the right of the garbage can. Interesting.
You got you got to pay more for your app.
Or from Gmail?
Oh, you're looking at it with the Gmail app or the Apple map? Apple
The
account.
Apple email app, but
Okay, and
Gmail account.
that's what I tapped. And I
But
have
on your
those options.
phone, or is that on your computer?
Well, let's go. I'll go to my phone. We'll do it that way because it
I have a
could be.
suggestion.
Go ahead.
Uh, if you're using a iPhone or a iPad, try turning it sideways so that you've got a wider screen. Perhaps you just don't have enough screen space to display that many icons.
No,
Actually, it still displays the same icons at the bottom. They're just spread farther apart.
are you
Good
on your
thought, though.
iPhone or are you in your iPhone or iPad?
iPhone. Interesting. My buttons at the bottom, the right three look like yours, except the bottom left one is a folder and is a folder box instead of a trash can.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What did you do to your phone?
It's fairly generic, but interesting. So I'm going to take a screenshot of yours so that I know to search for that.
Yeah.
'Cause
So you should have those four across the bottom.
yeah, I avoid email on my iPhone strictly because of that, because I can't trash them instantly.
Well, let's see. Do you have the pen and paper down there?
I do. The other three icons are identical.
What's the fourth one?
It's a box. It looks like the way you store folders in a box. It looks like a box.
What happens when you click it?
It opens up file folders.
Okay. Oh, I understand what it's doing.
Actually, on the one I'm looking at, it after some changes that I've made following today, it now gives me choices of archive message or cancel.
Okay. Check the Files app would be one. And two, have you restarted your phone recently?
Every now and then, yeah.
Powered it off and powered it back up? So that didn't do it?
Right.
Okay. All right.
But thanks. I'm glad to know that's not a permanent feature, that's something that's adjustable.
Time to Perplexity it or AI it.
Yeah.
Okay. If you do too much sophistication stuff, you're going to end up like Dave. All right, everybody. Today's discussion is shortcuts. Okay. What is a shortcut and what's a shortcut app? A shortcut app is a powerful automation tool that lets the user create custom workflows to streamline tasks. It allows you to combine multiple actions with different apps into a single tap or voice command to Siri. I'll just give you a brief, we'll try to get to this one later. I have one that takes me home. So if I ask Siri to take me home, what it will do is it will give me directions to get home. It will send, that's one action. It will send my wife an arrival time, approximately, and it will start playing some music. So it sends my wife a text message saying I'm on my way home, I should arrive by, and then it will start playing a particular song for me. So that what shortcuts do is it combines all those actions into one. Now that's one of the more complex ones, but it gives you a really good understanding of what a shortcut is supposed to do, right? The key features automate repetitive tasks, create shortcut to send message, open apps, control smart devices, etc. Integrate with apps, works with Apple native apps like Safari Messages and Photos, and some third-party apps. It can use the Siri command to trigger them. And usually if you use the app name, you say, Siri, do whatever app it is. I don't want you, Siri, right now.
Which app?
Okay. So it triggers the shortcut with voice command. It set trigger based on time, location. You can say when I arrive at work, you can ask it to do particular task or open particular apps, or when I get home. Or when I pass by the grocery store, open up my reminders. Because I have a reminders grocery app. Share and download. Share your custom shortcuts and downloads ones with Shortcuts Gallery and with others. Example of shortcuts. Text my ETA, that's the one I kind of referred to, right? Good night turns off smart lights in your home, sets up an alarm, and activates Do Not Disturb. Convert video to GIF. So if you have a video, it will convert one of the pictures in it to a still picture. Email summary. Compiles unread emails and sends them to yourself. It's a great tool for both casual users looking for to simplify daily activities and power users who want to deep automation on their Apple devices. How do you use shortcut application? Use the shortcut application app is simple and can greatly enhance how you use your iPhone, iPad, or Mac. Here's how to get started. Now I'm going to do it with all of you. I'm just going to cover it right now verbally, right? You open a shortcut app. You open the Shortcuts app on your iPhone or iPad. If you don't have it, Go to the Apple Store for it. So the first thing I'd like all of you to do when I'm talking here is make sure you have the Shortcuts app on your phone. And let me switch something here. Why am I not seeing it? Hold on. This is the app. So you go to the App Store. Tap the micro magnifying glass at the top, type in shortcut. And it looks like this. And please download it, okay, as I'm talking. Okay. We're going to explore the shortcuts gallery. The gallery is a bunch of pre-made shortcuts to help you get started. You can open a shortcut app, tap the gallery, browse the categories, and tap a shortcut to add.
I don't see gallery.
Don't go there yet. I'll get there. Okay. Create a custom shortcut, right? Open the Shortcuts app, tap the top right corner, and add an action to select the action from different apps. That one's more complicated than we may get into today, but we will get you some apps. Okay. How do you run a shortcuts? From the Shortcut app, you tap on it. You can use here Siri to say HEYSIRI and the name of the app. From the home screen, you can add a shortcut as a widget. And from a shared sheet, some shortcuts appear in the share menu. You can also have them start based on location or time. And I'm not going to cover that right now. All right. So what I want to do is start out with, and let's see if we can do that. Text my ETA. Okay. That's the name of the app. All right. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to do it on my phone, since that's the one you might want to do it on, and just tap the shortcut. And it comes up with starter shortcuts. Also down here at the bottom, it says shortcuts, automation, and gallery. And I'll tap the back arrow at the top. Let me go to gallery. Now the gallery is all the pre-made shortcuts that are available to us, and they're divided by categories, right? And each one of these, but of course we don't want to spend all our time, and let's just type in ETA. All right. So I just watch what I'm doing, and then we'll go to
Uh-oh.
and then we'll have you do it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. If I tap on shortcut ETA, it says set up shortcut. And I tap set up shortcut, and it says, what is your home address? So I tap where it says line 1, and I type in my address.
Phew.
And then I tap done there, and it says next. What's the name of the city? I tap done there, tap in next. Who do you want to send it to? So I'll add a recipient. I'll find my wife. And pick her cell phone. And then I tap add shortcut. Since I did this already, I'm going to replace the one I have. Okay. Now, if everybody didn't do that yet, if I just say home ETA,
Allow home ETA to send one trip info.
and I'm going to say always allow.
Send it.
And it comes up and says send it. I should be home at 10:57.
No. Ah.
Hey, Tim. Need you to quiet yourself.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay, everybody. So
When
let me do it with you now. Right? I went to gallery and I typed in home ETA. Oop. And there it is. And then I tap on the home ETA and it says, do I want to set up this shortcut? Well, I guess I do. And now it's going to lead me through setting it up. So I tap set up shortcut. I put in my address. So hopefully you're doing this. So that's just the street address. And then you tap done and clap next. It wants the city. I'm surprised it doesn't ask for the state. And tap next. And then who do you want to send it to?
Bill,
Yes.
when I go to shortcuts, it says iCloud shortcuts deleted. Continue syncing or cancel. I don't know what that means.
Click syncing. Yes.
Continue syncing. Okay.
Because you want to sync it with your devices. Everybody.
Okay. It has a list of shortcuts. What do I do about that? App shortcuts?
Let me go back. Hold on. Let me do this
Okay, go ahead.
for my wife here.
Your long-suffering wife.
Yeah, she gets all these. Every once in a while, I get one back from her during my classes. Some of them are okay.
Bill, if you don't have a wife, who do you send it to, or can you just skip it?
You you wouldn't be using it if you didn't want to send the message to somebody. Does that make sense, Anne?
Yeah, I guess so.
This is for
But
the things you do repeatedly that you have to go through a bunch of taps to accomplish. This makes it
correct.
so you can just do it with one thing instead of having to go through a bunch of taps and typing to do something that you do frequently. For Bill, it happens to be letting his wife know that he's on the way and he'll be there soon.
Yep. We'll cover some other ones, Anne, in a minute. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So now if I just tell Siri, home ETA, hey Siri, home ETA,
Allow home ETA to send one trip info.
allow always.
Al-
Always
Allow home ETA to send one. Send it.
send.
Done.
I'll be home at 11:01. Okay? Let's pick another one we can do here. Go to the gallery. Let's see if we can find something with photos.
Okay, it says all shortcuts, and then I don't understand what all that stuff at the bottom is, the app shortcuts.
You're looking at gallery right now?
I don't know that I got there. I'm just on the shortcuts pages. It says, oh, I'm on that page, yes. Now,
Tap that. Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. These are the shortcuts I have on my device. Oops. See where it says all shortcuts? And I have 50? I have 50 shortcuts I have on my device, not that I've set up. They're not in, or that Apple set up for us, that are not in the gallery, that are also in the gallery. The gallery is all shortcuts. The term shortcuts there in the bottom are the ones you have on your device.
okay. So
I'm always starting with the gallery because I don't know what shortcuts all of you may have. So I want to make sure we're all getting the same thing. So let's everybody go to gallery and type in photos.
where is gallery?
On the bottom there. It says gallery at the bottom.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And I type in photos, Photo. And I want to get there's a nice simple one there called upload last photo. Don't want to do that. No, let's not do that one. How about the one there that says photo grid? Select some photos and turn them into a collage. Okay, so we all should be able to do that one. Let's go ahead and tap it.
Do we all have that one? I don't.
I'm sure you do. If you tap grid and you type in photos, you should be able to scroll down.
I'm in galleries and I added photos, and then it
No,
gives me
just photo. Don't put an S on the end. It's really picky.
Okay. that worked.
Okay,
Yes.
and we tap. Now, if we tap it, by the way, if you just tap the plus sign, it moves it from the gallery to your shortcuts. You tap the little plus sign there in the top, and it puts a check mark on it, meaning you have it in your shortcut listing. If you tap the center of it, it comes up and says, I'm not going to say it, SIRI photo grid. So I'm just going to add that shortcut. Okay, I have to tap replace because I already put it in my. So if I now say Siri photo grid, it comes up with my photos, and then I'm going to select some. So I selected a bunch there, and then I just tap grid, whoops, and it should. Oh, I have to select 4. There's 6 pictures. It can only do 6. Although there's 7. So it shows me all 7 of those pictures. Let me do it again. Siri, photo grid. So here's my pictures. Oops. Siri, photo grid. So let me pick some that might make a nice grid. Oh, here we go. That one, and that one, and that one. And oh, just those 3.
How
Right?
about
And
one of your eagles from above? Mix in the picture of the eagle statue.
That's a good one. Thank you. And that one. And I tap add. Whoops. What happened? There they are.
Is that what they look like? I mean, this is the collage.
That's the collage. So it's not doing anything spectacular with it, but it's 4 pictures in one frame.
Can you do landscape on that?
I can try. And one done. And that picture should be in my photo catalog now. Siri, open photos. I don't see it. I may have had to save it. No, I haven't played with it a whole lot. I don't see it here anymore. Maybe I should have said save it. Siri, photo grid.
Did you click done at the top last
You
time?
have
Maybe
to
the done is
save
the
it
save.
and it will then add it to your photo.
I had it press at the bottom, save image.
Mine didn't say that at the bottom. I just clicked done.
Yeah, you had to click save image first.
It's
Open-
that little arrow, a square with the arrow that you have to tap to get the save image.
Yep. Open Siri. Hey Siri, open photos. And there it is.
It only comes in a portrait and 4 photos the way they are. You can't move them around or anything.
Correct. To that, you have to get a collage app.
Okay.
But it's a way to, it gives you a good demo of how it works. Shortcuts.
Hey, Bill.
Go ahead.
So I saw a predefined shortcut in there for, say, take my latest photo and send it up to Dropbox. Is there a way to edit a pre-existing one? Because I'd love to take my latest photo and text it to my family instead of Dropbox. Or would I, is it possible to edit existing ones? Their upload last photo. There it is.
Follow it. There it is. Upload last photo. That's the last photo.
Yeah, that's what I want. Is it possible to change it? So instead of going to Dropbox, it sends a text message with that photo?
Yeah,
Oh,
I believe. Share a portrait. How about share along press?
I mean, can I take that existing one that says upload last photo and change it so it does
Oh,
something different than
you
sending
wanna,
it to
you wanna,
Dropbox?
you wanna play some games now. Um, I have to get a different app. You just do photos.
Wouldn't you have to start a shortcut of your own and have it do those actions?
No, well, I think there is one. Yes, you can.
So my question was if I could edit that pre-existing one, but it sounds like you're skipping over that and adding a brand new one.
Well, I want to get to one that's pre-existing. You have to update because you're leading into where I want to go next. But
Oh, okay.
Sharon's really good at this. Do you find one that has part of that done, Sharon?
I've never used shortcuts before in my life.
Oh, I thought you had. I thought you had the TD.
Nope.
Just a minute, and we'll find it.
I have tapped all of the different things for the upload last photo, and you cannot make any changes to go from Dropbox to a person or group. I
Yeah.
don't think that's possible.
Well, unless.
Thanks for finding that. So now I know. Got to create one from scratch.
I'm looking for something else here.
By the way, Bill, I tried your mirroring 360 app. It took some doing to configure it, but works like a charm.
Doesn't it? I got one here. Where was it taken? Okay. And again, you can get that app from the gallery. There's one here. Text the last image.
Score.
Okay. See it?
Yep.
If you
Okay, so you can't actually create your own whatever you want to do. You have to use one that they've made.
I didn't
And
say that.
put
I
there.
didn't say that. But
Okay.
there I said I tapped it and I just said type in who I want to send it to and we're off and running. Okay.
Okay.
So text last image is the one to use there. Let me. There we go. What one did I tap? Music quiz. I just watch for a minute. Let me see if there's other ones that come up that way. Yeah. All right. Now, those of you who don't want to get more complicated, don't listen for a minute. Okay. Yeah. See where it says text last image? I can tap it, just tap the face of the app, and that would be tap it right there. And it comes up and gives me who do I want to send it to, and it shows me the last image. On the other hand, if I want to change this app or this shortcut, I would tap the three dots. The three dots come up and tell me, oh, I'm going to open one photo, and then I'm going to open up last photo taken in one photo, and I'm going to send it to a recipient. If I tap the little arrows or the text, I can change some things, right? And I'm not going to do that, but here's where you would go to program it if you wanted to program it. Okay? Now there are
I
ones that
don't
get,
have,
Thanks.
here's one that
I
gets a
don't
lot
have
more.
that shortcut, text last.
I tap one for Shazam there, Shazam shortcut. And there's the program to do it. Now, most of you are not want to get into that level of detail, but here's the way you would program them. Okay. So I have schedule one loaded. I tap schedule one and up comes my calendar. Now that one didn't impress me a whole lot. The weather one might. Oh, the word. It's the word of the day. So if I say Siri, hey Siri, the word one. Here's the word of the day. Oh, come on. Can't read it.
It was benign.
The word one. Did it on my oh, it didn't come up on my iPad. It was benign. Okay, thank you. There's one called Translate Text. I'm going to type in hello. Tap done. I want to change it to French. Bonjour.
Bill, is there something you can speak into, that you can turn on the sound and somebody translates the words they're saying?
There is an app for that. Actually, an app.
Okay.
Open Translate. Siri. Hey Siri. Open Translate. So if I tap the microphone on English there, how are you today? ¿Cómo está?
Where is the microphone? Oh, I see at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
This is a great one. Um, create a new note. So you don't need to go to the Note app and start a new note. It will do it automatically for you. And right here's my new note. Oops. I don't want to do any of that. Oh, that's Evernote. So I don't want to use that one. So I'd like to get rid of that app. If I long press the app, I can delete it. Didn't realize that one was there. Let me try that one. See where it says Start Apple Watch Remote Screen? It did it. Wow. That was a discovery on my part. Thank you.
Where did you see that, Bill? I don't see it.
Which one?
Start your watch.
Start Apple Watch. It's in my list of apps. So I guess if you go to the gallery and you type in Start Apple Watch. So I went to the gallery. I'll delete what's there. Ooh. Wow. Wow. It may not be in the gallery. It should be. I'm not sure how I got that one, but I use it.
Bill, once you make these shortcuts, how do you get to them quickly?
You just speak the text. So, for example, if I wanted to get current location, I would say, Siri, hey Siri, get current location.
You can't do like an icon or
Sorry,
something.
something went wrong.
Say what? You
Okay.
you can, if you want, I can get that location. Is there a way to put it on my home screen? I thought there was a way to put it on the home screen. I think that's what you're asking, right?
Yes, exactly. Especially to translate. There are a great number of people here who don't speak English.
Yep, they're everywhere. You just have to say Open Translate app
Okay.
or go to the gallery.
I'm sure there's a way to put them on the screen. I've done that with some instant dialing things that I set up a long time ago and don't remember how I
If you
did it.
can figure it out, I was trying there, right? I got all shortcuts. And I've got it to be able to move around, but within the gallery, not to put it on the home screen.
What if you long press on your home screen and try to add something and shortcuts might be an option?
Yeah, the shortcuts app is an option, which is what this is.
I mean, long press somewhere here now in a blank spot on this screen.
I just did.
Oh, is there a way to add?
Nope. So it's not quite an app, but that's one we ought to. How about share? Maybe share. Oh, there it is. If you tap share, which is the box with the arrow, you tap add to home screen.
Could you do that again, please?
I will. Okay, let's find one I want to put there. And find the translate app again. There it
Oh,
is.
time travel. That looks good.
Where was time travel?
This time machine.
What's it do? I don't know, but I hard press on it. I tap the share box, and then I add to home screen. And it gives me, I can make a color, and I can change the icon of it. I need a lightning bolt or something. There it is. And I tap add. Okay. And now I've got time machine right there.
Could you just repeat the words so I can write them down, please?
Sure. You go to the Shortcuts app,
Okay.
hard press the text, the app you want to make a shortcut for.
Mhm.
Oh, that's redundant. I'm going to call it translate text there.
Okay.
I hard press on it and then tap the share box.
Right.
That's the box with the arrow coming out the top. And then add to home screen.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you. Hope that works. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I missed the very first step. Tap on what?
The Shortcuts app. And then and then tap your shortcuts there at the bottom, and then pick the app you want to add the shortcut on, right? Oh,
don't
there's one.
don't.
Text.
I don't.
I'm gonna do um, Dave's one. Text the last image. So I just took a picture and I said, I want to send this to. So I press and hold text. I hard press text the last image. So that's the step you missed, Tim, probably. Hard press it. Hard press the app, not the app, the shortcut, and then tap where it says share.
I can't get to the very first screen that it says shortcuts. I'm stuck in this screen that doesn't have any icons on the bottom. I'm sorry.
Sweep up from the bottom or press the home button
But shortcuts
and then shortcuts.
and I
You're back on that screen?
yeah.
Okay. I've been there a couple times.
I can't force it to show me gallery and shortcuts on the bottom edge of the screen.
Sweep down or sweep up while you're on that screen. Sweep down maybe, or up, but not off the edge. Up. I'm not sure where you are. That's the problem.
My page says all shortcuts, start of shortcuts, books, climate, clock, files, all the way magnifier, pages.
Oh, it's showing you all the shortcuts?
It says all shortcuts.
And does not have shortcuts across the bottom?
Nope, it does not.
Okay.
It's on the left-hand side. There's a column that lets me switch to gallery or to.
How did you get them on the side? Are you on your iPad?
I don't know.
Are you on your iPad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's where it shows up on the iPad. Right. Does it look like that?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you want to do now?
Whatever you did to do text.
Whatever I did to get an app onto your home screen. Right.
Right.
So I want to change one of these shortcuts and get it on my home screen. Let's make it soft music. So I long press it and I hit the share box and I tap add to home screen.
All shortcuts. Sorry, I'll shut up.
So you're I take it you're in shortcuts.
But I don't have all that list of shortcuts on the right.
We'll tap all shortcuts on the left.
I only have 7.
That's
total.
okay. Then you should go to the gallery and get some more.
Gallery.
You go to the gallery and I hit the plus sign, I can add. It will add it to the all shortcuts.
Search SOFT. Search.
I don't know why where
Nothing.
yeah, go to the gallery and hard press.
The only thing I have here is NPR News.
Okay.
Well, go to gallery and hard press what?
If I go to the gallery and I'm looking at the gallery here and I see all different kinds of things, if I just hard press on any one of them,
Not on an
So-
iPad.
on an iPad. So I'm looking at word of the day there. See it? I mean, move my mouse over. There's word of the day. If I press the center of it and hold it, it says add shortcut, and it's going to add it to my all shortcuts. If I tap the share arrow box up here in the upper right, then I can put it on my home screen. Is it there? It's not going to let me do it there. Okay, that's all right.
I'm sorry, Bill, but when I did that, it didn't tell me. It told me edit, rename, details, share, duplicate more, and delete. I'm sorry, duplicate.
That's because you're hitting. Are you in the iPhone or iPad, Ann?
iPhone.
All right. I'm answering Tim's question on the iPad. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So hold on a minute. Image of the day. I would like to put that on my home screen. And I have to add it to my shortcuts. So it's in my shortcuts over here. And there's image of the day now in my shortcuts. And if I press and hold it in shortcuts, it's supposed to give me the option to the share box. Yes? Tim, are you with me? He dropped out.
Oh, can't find it.
Can't find what? Well, don't worry about finding that particular shortcut. Just press and hold one of the shortcuts that's in your shortcuts list.
Okay, now I can add a random shortcut. Add shortcut.
I'm not adding a shortcut. I don't know where you're pressing.
That's when I press and hold image of the day.
Not okay. Press and hold the
Yes.
center of it.
Yeah.
It says edit, edit new, rename, details, share.
No, it opens a screen called add shortcut.
Go
Maybe
ahead,
your
add
definition of the word
add-
press and my definition of the word press are different.
Tap, add shortcut. Did you do that? Yes? Just say yes or no.
When I tap the image, it gives me a screen that lets me add shortcut at the bottom.
I want you to do that.
Yes. Okay.
Now on the left-hand screen, tap all shortcuts. And it should,
All shortcuts. Okay.
now it should be right at the top of the screen there, the one you just added.
Oh yeah, image of the day.
There you go. Now press and hold image of the day. And it's going to come up and say edit, edit name, rename, share, share. Oh, that's it. Tap on share.
Now it did.
And then add to home screen. And then add.
Okay.
Don't add. Okay.
I'm in sync. Thank you.
All right. Now, Ann, you were on
Sorry,
your
but-
phone. Is that correct, Ann? You with me? Ann, did I lose Ann?
Sorry. Yeah, I was with you all the way, and I'm on add to home screen, so I can do that now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's
Good.
kind of weird, Bill. It's hard to get in my head that add to home screen is under share. The share seems like sharing it with other people, not sharing it with myself.
Well, how about sharing it
Not
with your print?
intuitive.
Yeah, well, I always think of it as it's sharing it with something else. Your
Hmm.
printer, your home screen, someone else. So I just expanded the definition of share. Follow me?
Bill,
Yes.
okay, here I am again lost. All right. I tap shortcuts and then I get to a page that says shortcuts, iCloud sync, private sharing, advanced and legal notices. So where is the shortcuts that,
Are you talking about this shortcut on your
yes,
home screen? Yes?
yes,
And you tap it and are you on your iPhone or iPad?
iPhone. And
So
then
if
I
I go,
get a screen that says,
hold on, let me get with you.
okay,
Oh, come on, stop. Cancel. If I tap shortcuts, what do you get?
I get a page that says shortcuts at the top. It says apps to the left with the screen pointing back. Top says iCloud
Tap
sync,
that. Tap that one.
iCloud sync. Yes,
No,
okay,
you
no,
said arrow pointing back.
okay. And that gets me back to the list of Safari, Scam Shield, shortcuts, speed test.
Is there another back arrow at the top?
No, I don't think
It
so.
do-
Wait a minute. Default apps.
Okay, go back to your home screen. And
All right.
are you tapping this app right here on your home screen?
Okay.
That says shortcuts?
I'm looking for it again. I actually can't find that app.
If you can't find an app, how do you do it? You put your finger in the middle of the screen
Uh-huh.
and you pull down and you type in SHORT.
Okay.
And it
Here I
should come
go.
up, tap
Gotten
shortcuts.
iCloud shortcuts deleted, continue syncing.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you tap shortcuts?
Yes, I did.
And what's it say at the bottom of your screen?
Shortcuts.
Does it say
Shortcuts, automation, and gallery.
Okay. And tap on gallery. I just want to see what happens. Say gallery at the top?
Gallery at the bottom.
Bottom.
Oh,
Tap
yes,
gallery.
it does say gallery at the top. Yes.
Now tap shortcuts. Does it say shortcuts at the top?
It says shortcuts for accessibility. It says gallery at the top.
Put your finger in the middle and pull down. In other words, put it right here and pull down. I think you're in the middle of an app like the one I'm on right now. If you put your finger here and just click down, it should come back to say all shortcuts.
Oh, no.
If it does not, put your finger at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go there. Put your finger at the bottom and sweep up and stop in the middle.
I'm getting where you get rid of all the stuff you have on your screen.
I want you to stop shortcuts. And then start shortcuts again. All right.
I keep going in circles. Okay.
Have all of you just got one shortcuts to work? One? Anybody not? We can play with a couple others.
I'm still stuck on the same thing. I'll do a screenshot and put it in the chat. Maybe you can go from there.
Okay.
Thanks.
I have a hard time seeing the chat menu from where I am, is the problem I have. There we go. Wow, I guess you are somewhere. You're in the middle of an app. So you've got to, yeah. Whoa. Okay, Kathleen, you have got to.
Actually, no, that was from before. I'm in a different thing and I don't know how to put it on the in the chat. I've done a screenshot on my phone.
Okay,
The other one was an old question.
gotcha. Did you stop the shortcut app from running?
I don't know. Save the photos. Let's see. Okay. Let me see if I can get this one here. Oh, this stuff is.
I'm going to click on one called, all of the apps slightly different in what they do. If I click on Time Machine, you see how it comes up? I clicked on, it says, give me the current date, subtract 1 year, set variable, start and adjust date, add a week. So there's all these commands there. Most of us don't want to get into that. So if I go to that same Time Machine and I tap the center of the screen, it comes up and gives me the results of running Time Machine. Again, 3 dots give you commands. The center of the app gives you the result of running those commands. So I want to get the sound of rain. I don't know if you can hear that, but I have the sound of rain now.
Yep, we hear it.
You sure do.
Okay. So calming sounds is another shortcut. And I opened it up and I turned it off.
I did put the page that I'm stuck on in the chat.
Oop. You're in, I think you're in settings. So go back to your home screen.
Okay.
And tap on shortcut.
This is where I am. I apologize for taking up all this time. I get lost a lot.
I'm sure there's somebody else there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I am in settings. That's where it takes when I put in shortcuts and search, it takes me to, I guess, settings and shortcuts or whatever that page was.
Yeah, you don't want to be there. You want to be on the home screen.
Right.
And go in and find it.
I think I'm missing something, and I think I will maybe call Apple and they can tell me what I messed up.
So Kathleen, I had troubles with this too. So when you go into settings and then go to shortcuts from there, it's different than when you go to the settings app itself. I mean, go to the shortcuts app itself. Don't go to settings first. Just go straight to shortcuts from your apps.
I may not have shortcut app on there.
Yeah.
Then go to where your apps are in that search window and type in short.
One of the things we can suggest to you is sweep from right to left on your phone when you're on a home screen. And you get the search, you get the app library.
Okay, what right to left.
Right, here's all my apps, right? I'm looking at all kinds of apps. If I shift right to left enough times, I get to the app library. And it
Does your
says
screen
app
look like his, Kathleen?
No,
Keep
that's why
keep
I'm beginning to think I
sweeping
know.
from
Right,
sweep from right to left a bunch of times and it goes there.
okay. So far, I have not found it anywhere, so maybe I don't have it.
Are you still in settings?
I'm in app library.
Oh, it says app library at the top.
Yes,
Tap
Perfect.
tap the top, and
okay,
just type in SHORT.
okay. I find shortcuts.
It says
Oh.
should say there. It says shortcuts, and you tap that.
It says iCloud shortcuts deleted.
So you removed it.
That may be why I can't find it.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
got to go back to the App Store and get it.
okay, fine. Thank you. At least I know what is wrong. Thank you. And again, I apologize for taking all the time.
That's okay.
Mm.
Okay, everybody.
Kathleen, for what it's worth, I owe you because you told us about this group at Senior Planet, and I never would have found it otherwise. So we all, or at least I owe you anyway. Don't feel bad.
Yes, I have been promoting this for some time as the best Apple course anywhere.
And Kathleen,
just
I
for
owe
stuck.
you too, because I want you to know what I learned from you asking questions.
And vice versa. Yes, we all learn. I'm sure we all help each other. And thanks to Bill for having this.
Thanks, Bill.
Yay.
All right. Two hunters. Where do I get the right one here? Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
There's only one hunter left. What do you mean?
No, this is a different two hunters. Two hunters hire a small plane to go into the deep wilderness and go hunting. They land, and the pilot says it can only take out one moose. A week later, the pilot shows up, and of course, they have killed two mises, or whatever. He says, I told you I cannot take two mooses out. My plane can't do it. And one of the hunters says to him, well, we got two moose last year and they got us out. So being the pilot size, thinking, well, if another pilot did it, I guess I can. Now you understand they land on lakes, right? So he had to fly them out of a lake. So he loads the two moose on the plane, the hunters and all their equipment. He circles the lake with his plane, and finally gets up enough speed to go straight down the center of the lake. And he takes off and he starts brushing the trees, and he hits so many trees that he crashes. Crawling out of the wreckage, the second hunter groans. Where do you think we are? The first hunter says, about 100 yards more down the road than we made it last year. I didn't hear any laughs. Everybody was
Bro,
muted. Thank you.
That was good, Bill.
All right. Let me turn off share. And next week, anybody looking at next week? I think it's AI, isn't it, next week?
You said AI.
Yes, it's AI.
All right.
That'll be good.
Yeah, the plan there is just to play with the different AI apps, the basic ones, not any more sophisticated. And just, I want you to come with your questions, and they can be questions about anything, anything. And I'll give you some demos and we'll ask some of your questions. So we have an opportunity to try a bunch of stuff. Get you used to the difference between AI and, let's say, Google or Bing or DuckDuckGo. Okay? Any questions?
Thank you, Bill.
Have a
Thanks,
great
Bill.
weekend, everybody. Enjoy having you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Phil.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Bill.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.